mind every time you swim on water? What comes to my mind is, am I going to drown? Because I can't swim. Hello, welcome to St. Rose of London. We'll be doing Q&A today. I wanted to see, if you wanted to ask me anything, I can give you some higher reflection, higher self-advice. Most of the questions are actually just questions directed to me, but there are some really interesting questions. I had to think for like 3 minutes, what's my answer? So let's get into it. Number one, our first question. What grade are you in? I'm studying my master's, halfway through. I know I look about 12, but yeah, I'm not in a grade. What could be your reasons for discontinuing a friendship with a person? For me to discontinue a friendship, it has to be something that they've done that is really not in my values. So they could be rude to me, they could be talking behind my back, they could just be so far off from my morals and values that it's just really, maybe not far off, but maybe the complete opposite. That would be like, there's no real point continuing a friendship. I would say though that I'm really bad at keeping in touch with people just because I'm always busy. Hold on, it's my mum. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm really bad with keeping up with people, keeping in touch. So maybe it seems like I've discontinued a friendship, but honestly, like, if we're good, there's nothing happened between us, I have definitely not discontinued the friendship. I'm just extremely busy and I got 1,000 thoughts in my head at one time, and that's just what it is. But for me to discontinue a friendship, it's got to be really bad, something really ucky that I'm just like, let's just discontinue this now. Whom would you take with you on a scouting mission? I would take my cousin, my girl cousin. I won't mention her name, but she knows who she is. Absolutely love her. And she is the best detective there is in this world. Like, she can find anything out about anyone you know. She's just so good. And she's funny, she's lovely, so I know I'd be in great company. And she's literally a ride or die. She's a Leo, so I know that if anything actually pops off on our scouting mission, she will have my back. So yes, it's you, hun. Who is the most famous person in your country? I would say the Queen, because she doesn't have bodyguards, she has army officials. Like, she is famous all around the world for years and years. What does friendship mean to you? What should your friend be like? And do you have a lot of friends? So I would say I have a few very close friends, but there's loads of people that I know and I just love them all. As I said, I'm really bad at keeping in touch, but I consider them my friends and I love them. What should my friend be like? I think, I'd want them to be themselves, number one. Just be themselves, be honest, be friendly to me. I would hope that my friends kind of share the same morals and values that I do. They don't need to believe in what I believe in, but I would like my friends to be, open-minded, and let's have debates, let's talk about things, let's bounce off each other. We're all different and we're all unique, and every one of us is needed in this world, so they should just be nice people. Literally. What does friendship mean to me? Friendship is really important. As I've said in some of my other videos, friends are people put here on earth to help guide you, to teach you things, to share lovely experiences with you. So all of that means so much. And even if you have a relationship and it ends, you've got your friends. So friends and family for me, friends and family. What comes to your mind every time you swim on water? What comes to my mind is, am I going to drown? because I can't swim. I've had loads of lessons. I've had loads of swimming lessons in primary school, in secondary school. I just, you know, I just thought, why swim a length when I can swim a width, because I can't swim. And it was more fun, you know, dodging in between people. So yeah. What's my dream job? I don't have a dream job title, but I would love my dream job to be something where I'm happy, something that I'm happy to get up in the morning for, something that's helping people in some way. I would love it to be flexible as well, so I don't have to stay in this country. I can live in another country and still work. I would love it to be something that doesn't just give you 25 days holiday, because it is not enough. So yes, I put here something around well-being, mental health, improving someone's life in some way. I mean, obviously I would love it, you know, I would love to be able to be myself in my dream job, you know. Even something where I'm doing tarot reading, or I'm helping people, I'm doing motivational speaking, I'm coaching, something along those lines. But I'm not fussy, as long as I enjoy it and I'm happy to wake up and do my job. That's it. Do you like cooking or eating barbecue? Yes, because I live in a cold country. Barbecues are like something special, you know, that one day in summer you can do barbecue and it's just all good. I love it. I feel like it's the proper way to cook, you know, fire and put your meat or whatever on it and cook it and eat it, and it's perfect, you know, no artificial microwave. Do you agree we should keep our friends close and our enemies even closer? No. I love this question. I used to think this, but then I started looking into energy and vibration, and I was like, hold on a second, your friends are a reflection of yourself. So if you're purposefully keeping these bad mind people around you, their energy rubs off on you. Even if you're good, they would want bad for you. So, you know, and it's just snaky. Like, why would you want that? So I believe if you feel like you have enemies, keep them far away from where you are, and keep your lovely, gorgeous, happy friends beside you and with you along your journey, because that's the way it should be. What's the weather like where you're at? Hot or cold? I don't know who wrote this question, but it's very sad for me. I'm in a cold country, but best believe I will be in a hot country soon. So let's move on. I don't know who, this is someone that knows me. This is definitely someone that knows me that asked me this question to try and trigger me on TV. On YouTube. What's the greatest thing in the world besides food? Now, I don't know if this is another person who knows me. Probably. You know, to be honest with you, I don't think I can answer that question. I can give you some examples, but there's not one more thing that's greater than food. Like, there's loads of things. For example, I really enjoy laughing with my friends. I think laughing is just so great, you know, being smiley, being happy, being in high vibration, amazing. I also think watching sunsets and sunrises is so beautiful, and it's just one of the greatest things. You just think, I mean, how beautiful is this? Like, God is an artist, honestly. Being on holiday, being on the beach, being in the sunshine every morning. St. Lucia's greater than food. Dancing, I love dancing, you know. Everyone who knows me, you know, that was it, you know, dancing was me. So dancing is great. You get to move your body, you know, you can have pretend songs in your head and just dance, and you already feel better. Like, I love it. And I mean, we don't have any clubs right now or anything like that, so you just have to dance in your bedroom, or you can dance in public. I won't judge. What secrets do you have you hide from the world? Very interesting question. I don't know who asked this. I think people think I am like always happy, always smiley, like really positive, but they don't necessarily know, like, you know, everyone is human. We have good days and we have bad days. I'm just the type of person that doesn't immediately ask for help when I need things, because I feel like I can just do it by myself. Growing up, I never wanted to be emotional. I was like, I'm a Capricorn, like, we don't have emotions, I don't care, like, whatever. But really and truly, as I was growing up, I understood that I have other aspects in my chart that allow me to be a bit softer, and emotions are not bad, they're good things. They're, you know, your body talking to you. Anyway, so I guess sometimes I hide, you know, the sad days, the bad days, my struggles, just not to like burden anyone. But I am working on, you know, sharing. Oh, that's another thing. I used to be so afraid of speaking my truth. Major thing that I have to work on. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing YouTube, which I am forcing myself. I'm forcing myself to use my voice. I went to an Awaken weekend with Dylan, and one of the things I got from it was that I was afraid to be seen and I was afraid to receive love. So I was so happy, you know, giving love out, like, you know, but I really struggled receiving it, and that's something I'm working on as well. I guess people think I'm confident, but the truth is I have to really work on using my voice. You know, in an argument, I just go quiet. That's it. But I'm working on, you know, actually, no, I have to use my voice. I have to say what I'm feeling. I have to be truthful. So that's some things. I don't know if they're secrets, but you might not have known. Have you followed bad advice, and which one and what happened? You know, with that question, I can't think of any situations I've followed bad advice. That's probably not a good thing. No, it's because when I need advice, I don't immediately go to someone for help. I just think about it and think about it and think about it. It could be 5 days, it could be 5 weeks, but I know I'll get the answer eventually. And I think I'm one of the friends that people come to ask for advice rather than the other way around. I mean, my friends are amazing and they give me advice anyway, but I don't think I've followed bad advice. But that's probably because I have good people around me. Yeah, I honestly can't think of anyone who's given me bad advice. But then I can't think of the last time I asked for advice, like, which was about a serious situation. So anyway, what was the most difficult age for you, and how can we avoid these difficulties? I think the most difficult age was being 21, I think. Because what happened is I finished my degree and everything was so rosy. Everything was so rosy. I was traveling, you know, I went to St. Lucia. I went interrailing in Europe with my bestie, and everything was good. But here's what happened. I wanted to get a job, and the job that I went in was honestly awful. I really didn't like the place. I don't know how I survived in that place, but I thought I was going through sort of a quarter life crisis. But I think that age is difficult because up until that point you've got structure. You do your GCSEs, you do your A levels, you go to college, you go to uni, and you're supported all the way through. Even though they pretend that uni you do a lot of your own work, you're still supported. And then you're left into the workplace and you've got to find your own way. Sometimes you can't find a job to do with your degree. That stresses you out. You might have to move back into your family home. That stresses you out. You lose your uni friends sometimes, that stresses you out. You have to face the real world. Sometimes people don't have job experience before they go into the workplace, so after you finish uni you're expected to know what you're doing, but you don't really feel like you know what you're doing. So this whole thing is just like, I mean, you have to really prepare, you know. Plus another thing, financially, when you're in uni you get your grant and then that stops and you're like, damn, I actually got to work for money. So yeah, these are all the struggles that you go through. I think what can help is preparing for it. So get some work experience, do some volunteering so you know what the workplace feels like. Save money so you don't feel like, oh my gosh, where's my income coming from now? Make sure you save when you're at uni. Do not be in overdraft by the time you finish uni because it's just issues. What else can I say? Understand that you have friends and sometimes they go, you don't talk as often, but social media is great. You're never far away from the people that you need to get to. You can always come back to them. So just be strong. Maybe start thinking in your last year is the perfect time to start thinking, okay, what do I want to go in? Ask for advice. This is something I never do. Ask for advice. You know, if you think you want to go into that job, ABC, then ask the person doing ABC what ABC is like. Simple. So that's all the questions that I have for you. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. Look forward to having some more questions with you. If there's any scenario type questions that you need advice on, I got you. So thank you so much for watching. Like, share and subscribe so I can keep going for you, and sending you love and happiness and joy and